guys, 2022. What are we doing this year?
We don't really know.
We don't.
We're going to Escapers Convergence. Just got that booked this morning.
Yeah, the Tucson Convergence. We're pretty excited. This will be our first Escapees Convergence rally. We're doing 5 years of full-time RVing.
5 years and never done a convergence. This year is the year. Autumn got a new car, and we don't really have any idea what we're doing beyond that, so.
And we have some exciting updates coming, so we'll talk about that.
Yes, we do.
But first, we're gonna do this hike. We're back at one of our favorite places, Picacho Peak.
Kind of our hometown stomping grounds when we're out west here in Arizona. So we're gonna go on a little hike, and then we'll have a little sit down, and we'll talk about what's happening with camper-sized living. Rattlesnakes, Gila monsters. Get some in. Check it out, baby. Picacho Peak. Made it up to the top. Look at that view. I don't know if you can see it with the sunlight back there. Give me some on.
No.
No. Well, we tried. All right, so we made it up to the top, and we're gonna head back down, and we'll meet you guys back at camp for a little talk. Bye. Okay, so we made it back to camp. We had a really great hike up there on Picacho Peak. We didn't go to the peak, but there's a nice hike off to the south side there where you can go up and kind of get that mountaintop experience without going to the mountaintop. So pretty cool.
Maybe someday we'll make it to the peak.
Oh yeah, I'm making it to the peak. So anyway, we want to just kind of have a sit down and a chat, and let's get back together because we have been so slap busy here lately doing Christmas trees and fireworks. I mean, 44 days straight without a day off. Most of them 12, 13-hour days. So it's been nuts. But we got nothing like that out in front of us, and we're glad to be back out in sort of RV land, out in nature, instead of in the city. We've been on that lot that whole time. We had to stay there 24 hours a day. At least one of us had to be there since November like 21st or 22nd.
Yeah.
So we're glad to be back out in nature and RV land.
So we kind of wanted to talk about what is happening this year.
Yes.
Coming into 2022. We really don't have a lot planned. We're pretty wide open. I know our map has some holes. We'll post a picture of that we need to fill.
Yes.
And some of those will be pretty easy to do right from here.
As you know, this summer we went up to New Hampshire and to the Northeast. So before this past summer, we had the Northeast and the Northwest, and believe it or not, Tennessee. We had been through Tennessee, I don't know, 100 times probably over the years, but we never stayed there in our RV or really went and did anything in Tennessee. So this summer we went to the Northeast, worked in New Hampshire, and we got all those states in the Northeast, and then on the way back through we went and met our boys in Tennessee, so we got that knocked off. So the only states that are left now are 8 states in the Northwest and Alaska and Hawaii.
I kind of feel like we saved the best for last. I am so excited about getting to Idaho and Montana and Wyoming. I can't wait to do that.
Yes, but I'm also excited about getting back to Florida, and we want to get to the Southeast and go see our boys down there in South Carolina and stuff like that too. So we're trying to work all that out. We've got some kind of dates out ahead of us. So as we said before, we're going to be in Quartzite. We don't yet know what that looks like, but we're hoping to meet up with a bunch of folks and just enjoy some time together and campfires and the experience out there in Quartzite. As our plans develop, we'll let you know, and we'll be getting hold of some of you to try and get that figured out. We got invited to another rally up there, so we'll see what that looks like. Somehow we'll be up at Quartzite though, and we're excited about that again this year. We did yesterday, finally, after some troubles with the website, get signed up for
The Tucson Escapers Convergence.
Yes, we're super excited about that. When we were getting ready to go full-time almost 5 years ago now, we saw the videos of the Escapers Convergences and people meeting up and meeting all these people and everything, and it looks super fun. And we've wanted to do that this whole time and just never made it happen for one reason or another.
Right, either the dates didn't line up to where we were going to be, or they were full.
Right.
I think they fill up pretty quickly.
Right,
So-
yeah. When we got signed up yesterday, you could see the sites ticking away. You know, as we're like, it's not working, and we're like, we had to call, and then we emailed, and then, you know, they realized they had a problem. They got the website working, and we got signed up. So we're pumped about that.
Yeah, we're super excited. And then we have a family reunion in July in Tennessee. So these things are kind of, you know, bricks in our calendar for the year, and we're just gonna work around those bricks. And then as far as work camping goes,
We do not have a job lined up this year. The fireworks and the trees was the last thing that we had lined up. This year, as a lot of you have commented and noticed, the three of us have lost a lot of weight. Over 200 pounds
over 200 pounds
between the three of us.
Yeah.
Right. I've lost over 90 on my own. And we love the program that we use so much that we started health coaching with that. And so that is something that we can do remotely. We can do it online. We can do it over the phone. We can meet people. We've got to meet some of our clients and stuff as we go along. But we're going to be focusing on that and seeing if that can't be sort of our next way that we're financing this lifestyle, and the energy behind it and the positivity of it. We just love all of that. And we love the fact that we could go wherever we want and do it. So
Right.
that's kind of big news this year that we're doing. That's probably why we don't really know where we're going, because normally we're like, okay, we got this job lined up in
Right.
Michigan or in New Hampshire or whatever, and so we go, okay, then we know we have to be there. We don't really have anywhere we have to be other than these single dates. So it's kind of exciting and a little bewildering because we're not really sure what to do with it.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. A little nerve-wracking, but it's exciting.
Right. And if you're one of the folks that has commented and asked us about that, we're not turning this into the health channel or anything like that. But
This health program that we've started made such a big impact in our lives. It has literally transformed us and given us a whole new lease on life. This hike that we did in Picacho Peak yesterday, we did it last year.
Right.
And the difference, you know.
I think it was half as easy or half as hard and twice as fast.
Right. Yeah. So 200 pounds gone.
Right.
Hiking up that mountain yesterday.
Right.
It's such a huge difference. You know, I think it was 3 weeks into it, and I said, where has this been? Like, why haven't I known about this before? So that being said, if you're in a place where you're ready for change, reach out to us. We have spots on our team, and we would love to have you join us, because this is
it's like I feel like I've gotten years back. You know, we didn't know. For me, I was at a point where I didn't know with my health if I was going to have tomorrow, let alone next year or the next 10 years, right? And There was one point I thought I was having a heart attack, but it turns out I just had so much fat pushing up against my heart. It was just beating hard. It was just working just to try and beat. And when I'd lay down and sleep, I had to sleep on my side so I could breathe, and I would wake up not breathing and gasping. And with losing that weight, all of that stuff has gone down. I don't have any of that anymore. My blood pressure's gone down because of the weight loss. And it's just been a game changer. And like she said, hiking is easy. It's easy. I like walking around now. Bending down to pick stuff up. It's like doing all the things around the RV, you know, getting down there and doing the valves and all of that stuff. Everything is easier. Every day our life is better because of losing that weight.
That's right. So like I said, if you're there and you need that extra encouragement and that community, we would love to have you join our team.
Right. The best way to get a hold of us is to private message us on Facebook, either Kimberly or I, or at Camper Size Living. Shoot us a message on Facebook, or you could email us at campersizeliving
At
gmail.com,
Yep.
and we'd be happy to help you out. Now, we're not going to turn this channel into the health channel or whatever, but it's such a huge part of our life. We felt like after that dramatic of a change, we had to, you know, finally say something and reference what we're doing and how it's impacting us going forward. Not only our health, but our freedom too, because now as being health coaches and being able to do that remotely, the road is wide open to us now.
Yeah.
Wherever we want, we can go and we can work and we can help our clients and help our team and inspire folks to get healthy.
Yeah. So that being said, 2022, we have some big goals.
Right.
We plan on crushing.
Yes.
We have some things we want to see and do.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go do it.
Yeah. I mean, we're only, maybe 2 weeks out from Quartzite right now?
Yeah.
By the time this video comes out, probably a week and a half. So we're excited about that. I'm just excited to be back here.
Yeah.
Be back out. You know, we're in the state park. It's just gorgeous, you know. So many things to see, and the escapers convergence, and then what happens between here and there, going to see friends. I'm hoping to get to Florida, the Florida Keys. We want to get up to the Northwest. I don't know how you get to the Keys and to the Northwest.
Before the snow flies.
Right.
Because I'm thinking, well, maybe in the fall we can head back out to the Northwest and come down here.
Yeah.
But
maybe after July. We'd still have August on. We can come to the Northwest. So.
Yeah, we may have to do something like that.
Oh.
Like I said, it always falls into place. It always falls into place. So.
Yes. Yep. And other big news, Autumn got a new car.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a new car, but one of our fine young guys that work for us at the Christmas tree lot.
Okay, stop. Don't say fine like that.
Fine.
Don't.
All right. So one of the awesome guys that work for us at the tree lot was selling his car, and it's a nice little car. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna buy your car. It wasn't really pre-planned, but for those of you who are out there traveling, you can imagine, even if you're not, to drive that big dually around, especially in the city. It's fine to drive around, but when you try and go through a drive-through, or you try and park it at a grocery store or whatever, that can be a challenge sometimes. And so we always talked about, well, should we rent a car? Do we, whatever. We went ahead and said, I just kind of pulled the trigger on my own. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to buy your car. And so we ended up buying the car.
Yeah. When he gets an idea like that, I get nervous because he typically runs with it.
Right. So I went.
Next thing you know, you're living in an RV,
right,
selling Christmas trees.
I think the Christmas trees was your idea. But anyway, so we bought the car. The first day, we're like, okay, well, our son lives in Arizona. We're like, we'll just leave it out here in Arizona and have it here. We got a great price on it. And so we're like, he's like, yeah, I'll store it. Maybe drive it once or twice a year for you. Keep it running. And we're like, okay, good. Well, the first day we had the car, Autumn had already calculated how much it would cost in fuel to get it from here to South Carolina or to Florida. And so I have a feeling she's not going to be leaving that car here.
So we've tried twice to get her permit coming through Texas, because we domicile in Texas, so everything has to be done in Texas. So
Right.
2 times we've tried. The first time she took her test and everything online, and they required it to be mailed. So we weren't going to be there for long enough for that certificate to come. We had obligations that we had to get to. So we're like, that's fine. That's okay. We'll get it on our way back east in the springtime. So as you all know, our trip back east that year, we got caught in that ice storm.
Yep.
So the DMVs, everything was closed. So we weren't able to do it then. So I guess it's 3 times.
Right.
So then on our way out west this way, we had everything in order, all of her paperwork. We had her certificate, everything ready. And they said, oh no, since she's doing the parent-led driver's training, we need 3 years of your driving record.
Which is in South Carolina.
I said, well, how do we get that? And she's like, oh, you'll have to go and they'll print it off for you. I'm like, it's in South Carolina. And she's like, well, maybe they can mail it to you. So here we are. Maybe, fingers crossed,
Next time through Texas.
we'll be able to get it.
Yep.
It's just working with the DMV. I'm sure you all can relate. It's not
Right.
easy. They don't make it easy.
No, it's like their goal is to see how many people they can reject.
Right.
It's really disheartening. Anyhow, we'll get her license, and she's got her car now.
Yeah.
So,
She was pretty nervous about the thought of learning how to drive in the dually.
right. Understandably. And I was nervous about her driving the truck, too. So, and now with not having a work camping job that we have to hustle and get to across the country or up north, or somewhere out of the way, we can now take the time, and even if it takes a week or so, we can still do that in Texas, spend that time there and get that done. So,
Right.
but she's super pumped about it. If you know Autumn, she's, retro, hippie. She covers like the 20s, the 40s, 70s, sometimes the 60s, the 80s. She even had some mom jeans at one time.
Well, those are back in.
Yeah,
Those are back in style.
I'm sorry about that. But anyhow, so she has a tie-dyed steering wheel cover on the way from Amazon. I saw the alert on my phone, and I was like, oh my gosh, here we go. So it'll be interesting to see what she does
You
with the
remember
car.
your first car.
Right. Well, and speaking of my car, right, our truck, we're getting ready to do some upgrades to that. We've got a Banks Monster exhaust on the way to kind of open up the exhaust a little bit. It will be mufflered eventually. They're out of mufflers right now, so it's on order. We got to get a little bit more power out of there to get up those hills a little better. And so that'll help it run cooler and give it a little bit more power. So excited to get that in, hopefully in the next couple weeks. We're waiting on it. They're building it. So when that comes in, we'll get that in. And then there's a few other mods we'll do, and we'll, of course, share those with you along the way.
Yeah.
Try and get a little bit more safe power out of Clifford. What
All
else
right.
is happening?
I don't know. I think that sums up all the immediate plans that we have.
Yeah. So I guess we're going to take off out of here, and we're going to go spend some time driveway surfing with our friends, and then we're going to all head up to Quartzite, and hopefully if you're heading to Quartzite, we'll see you there. Again, we'll put more information on our Facebook, possibly on our website, campersizeliving.com, and here on YouTube as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, we're going to get things packed up.
We're going to head on out to our friend's house, and then we hope to see a few of you out in Quartzite.
That's right. We're going to have a great day.
We hope you have a great day.
We'll catch up with you guys next time. Bye.